A new magazine cover actually proves how gross, how despicable, and how biased the mainstream media really is. This is from New York Magazine, and they issued this new issue they put out with a title called The Cruel Kids Table. And then they do this whole article about how there's all these young people that are super MAGA, and I guess they were with them on inauguration night, and they're trying to effectively insinuate that they're all white. So here's what you don't know. The real picture was edited. The real picture has certain people cropped out. This is the real picture. Take a look. And if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, thank you for that. On Spotify Podcasts, thank you for that. If you're watching live on YouTube, Rumble, we're happy to have you. You can see this. So there's obviously diversity in the crowd, but you wouldn't know that when you look at this, right? Because they don't want you to know that. They want you to think that these are a bunch of racist white kids who, just want to suppress other groups. The magazine has gotten pretty slammed. I mean, people are calling it out. It's obviously a really bad thing to do. Here's the Daily Mail writing, New York Magazine slammed for a cropping photo to make MAGA look like a racist cult. New York Magazine has been slammed for editing black people out of a front cover spread on the young, gleeful, and casually cruel MAGA movement. I mean, like, if I'm one of these people and my photo was on there and they're calling me young and cruel, do I have the ability to sue them for that? Because that's kind of damaging. They put my name up there right next to or my face up there with the word cruel. I mean, if I'm these kids, I'm kids, adults, young adults, whatever. I'm not too happy about that. They may have some recourse. Anyway, just to further elaborate on what went down, there's a guy who actually sponsored the party, who actually is black. Like, he hosted the party, all right? So, New York Magazine, you're kind of getting your facts a little bit messed up. And he's like, this is insane. He tweeted this out. Let me show you his tweet. This is Chris Barnard. And he's like, this is totally insane. New York Magazine literally cropped out all the black people out of this cover photo and then complained that the entire room is white. That was in the copy. I mean, do you guys have an agenda or do you have an agenda? It was really quite something. They talked about how all the white party goers were somehow maybe in this narrative of I don't know, really racist kind of cult. That's what they're trying to insinuate. The article's really rather remarkable. They talk about a lot of things, including how good looking the girls are. What is that about women in the conservative movement? Why do they tend to be so much better looking? I'd like to know. They said, without a doubt, they're just like all drop dead gorgeous. But the point just being, listen, guys, you cannot Photoshop a cover to try and push your own agenda. You wonder why people are so sick of this mainstream media. This is why it is critical and important that Donald Trump is opening it up to more people.